Okay, so it might come out a little bit, it might come out as if it is a little slanted or it looks sideways, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah, did not finish doing my hair. Um, although I have to go to my job. Um, I went out to serve some people, and I know how it is because I was homeless before. I was homeless a couple of times, as you can see, because that's what my platform is about. Getting stability, fight against homelessness, help, um, those that are in need. And um, I wanted to talk about a little bit about how my day starts. Like, people uh, think that this is an easy thing, and if you look on like social media platforms, you'll see a lot of people and they be like, yeah, I'm a servant, I'm this and that, I'm this, and you see them, yeah, they're doing the work. You see the end result. Somebody is getting a need met. They might get some clothes, or they might get some food or something like that, but you don't really see the preparation that goes behind it. So I wanted to talk about that. It is uh almost 8 o'clock now, but Um, I've been up and out of the bed and out serving since about 4:30. So, and then I have to work my job from 8 to 5. Sometimes it's longer than that because when you're dealing with social work, um, you never know. You never freaking know because when you're dealing with humans that live 24 hours a day, thank God that light went out, that work 24 hours a day. So I wanted to talk about my freaking day, how it starts. Like, I get up and what I do is just pray over. First of all, I thank God for another day, and then I pray over my dreams. I pray over what was given to me in the spirit, because God, I promise you, God speaks to you. He really does. He speaks to you. Sometimes, for me, in my dreams, some people are different, but he speaks to a lot of people in dreams. And you could even see that in Revelation, talking about your children's children will see it in dreams and visions. And so I get up and I pray over that. I also pray over the inhabitants of my house, the way I guide my house, the way I guide, my tongue, how I speak over my house. Not saying, saying, making sure that I don't say things that curse me, like saying, oh, this is a dirty house, or this is going to be a dirty house. This is always, I try to, I pray over that. And then not only that, I pray over the inhabitants of my house, whether they're visiting or not. If I have guests over, I pray over that. I pray over the dog. Um, I definitely pray over my dog. I pray as when I, get in my vehicle, I pray over that. I bless it every day. I know that probably sounds like it's too much, but I do. And when you haven't had, when stuff is taken away, you understand the privilege of having it, that God gave it to you, and you have to be grateful for everything. So I definitely give him praise, glory, and honor for supplying my needs, because he didn't have to do it, but because his word says so, and he saw it so fit, because he could have supplied my needs and then had me still on the bus or walking. That's a need met. I'm still able to do it. But he felt suited that I needed, transportation. So I always bless that. Not only that, I pray over what I'm going to do. Let whatever I'm supposed to do, let it, whatever I'm supposed to do, let it not be overtaken by what I feel that I need to do. I try to ask for the Holy Spirit to guide me and lead me with his people, because nothing is mine. This is not even my body. If that was the case, I can keep it forever, but I can't. I have to give it back up. I have to give my spirit back up. My soul, was given to me, but I have to give my spirit back up. So, uh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I have to pray over that. As you can see, I'm getting a little tired. And I have to keep myself rejuvenated and up. Like, I have to go and exercise before I go and see these people. Sometimes it's not the case, but I can definitely tell the difference when I don't. I read scriptures, I pray, And I get out there and I'm talking to them, not only giving them items that they need, but I'm talking to them and I'm understanding what is my purpose, what is my fit in this equation, because God doesn't give you that opportunity, and it is an opportunity. It's a blessed opportunity to hear someone's problems and struggles, because that lets you know that either they trust you enough to give it out to you, because there's some people who never hear their stories. So I try to take that with respect and cover their, um, make sure that they have their integrity, because when you're on the street, a lot of people try to take their respect and their dignity. Yeah, they'll give them stuff, but then they treat them like they're freaking not even third class citizens, like third, fourth world citizens. you know, they try to treat them like they're nobodies, and that's not cool. That is so not right, not cool. So I try to give them their respect and their dignity while I'm serving, because I understand that these are children of the Most High. Like some of these children belong to the Creator, and you have a consequence if you don't treat God's people right. Like, not only that, I try to keep them with hope. I don't try to give them false pretenses, like, since I came out that you're gonna automatically come out. Well, if you believe and you apply yourself, you will, and you stay close to the Creator, you will. I try to keep that in mind, but I also understand that there are some people, and this is what I learned from my experience being homeless, okay? There's some people, places, and things that look like they right, and they just so evil. They are pure evil, and sometimes it can make you give up on your dreams, give up on your hopes, give up on everything, because it's like, man, I'm trying, I did so hard. Like, when I was going through it, I just wanted to just cry, and I felt like I wanted to roll up in a ball and die, but God kept me in that place, like, because it made me just feel like, dang, I didn't even do anything. I didn't do any of that stuff. I didn't do drugs. I didn't do, it was crazy with my finances, like, other than the normal person, angry, keep that together, and remember that when I go out there and I'm ministering, some people think that, ministering is always talking. It's not that. It's listening. It's listening. Some people just need you to listen and to know that what they're going through is not in vain, or they don't seem crazy, because when you're out there so much and you see stuff for what it really is, then you will see so many people. You'll see, like, especially where I live at, there's so many churches and places that come out and supposedly help you. But a lot of those people use that for wickedness, So when I go out there, I try to be as real, and down to earth, not down to earth, but just more realistic. Oh, a lot I'm running, as I possibly can, to these individuals when I go out there. Because why's my nose sweating like that? I don't know, but it's kind of weird. So. Yeah, and I'm out there for like about a couple of hours until it's like time for me to go to work. Then I go to work, and that's a social service job, so that takes a lot out of me. And then I just, most of the time meditating and praying that whole day. In order to do that, because I don't do that every single day, because it takes a lot out of you, and plus I have a job. Like, if I can find, and I'm working on that too, a place where I can do my whole part, my life, calling full-heartedly, then that would be good. But serving people, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of work, because some people are trapped and they don't know that they're trapped. I remember when I was, lost, because I was trained to believe certain things, and then when you see something different, it rattles you. People always talk about, like, narcissists going through that stuff, but if you've been trained by a narcissist, if you've been under limitations, and you find out that there's none, it kind of freaks you out. It kind of freaks you out when you go through stuff and you feel like you gotta bust through walls, and then you go somewhere else and the walls are open. You find out that the wall has a door and it's open, wide open, when you thought it was just a wall. It freaks you out. So I try to be realistic when I, like I said, when I go out there and do it, and keep myself up, and remember that this is not just a job or a career. It is this is a spirit changer. This is about being deployed versus being employed. You being deployed into a world that is full of darkness, and it's a lot of souls that are trying to reach the light, that are going towards the light. You're trying to go towards the light. It's a lot, and there's some people who want to track towards darkness, and either way you choose, that's your choice. You're free to choose, but you have to remember, you have to guard yourself up in this whole training, because not only is it a tiring experience, it's a tiring experience because you're surrounded by a lot of darkness. So a lot of people, if they don't know that it's a way out, and you look and you're doing something different, it freaks them out, so they come and attack you. Not only that, it's agents out here who really, I told you, like, people in places, just like I told you about churches and stuff in different places, they'll be doing some crazy stuff, and they see you doing right, then they gotta come after you. That's just like the freaking Jesus and the freaking Pharisees. Like, when he came on the scene, he changed the whole game plan. They know it's something. When you come with light, it's something in your DNA. It's like, I don't know what happened to my body. It was just like molecular, like something was miraculous, like turning my atmosphere, shifting it. And that's what Jesus did, like shift that atmosphere. And they was just like, okay, he's operating out of a higher power than us. We got to shut it down. It wasn't like, okay, well, let's turn and go towards him. No. It's time. They're going to try to shut you down. So, yeah, that's what I got out of that. That's a typical day in my life when I am serving. And usually, you think it's over. No, it's not. I have to constantly pray, meditate. Sometimes I have to fast. I have to do a lot of stuff to keep me guarded and keep me protected, and surround myself around people who are like-minded, who are going into that way to uplift me when I get weak. Because it is really, 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 really hard, It's kind of easy to be selfish and to do your own thing. You could be just styling and pinpoint all the time, But when you're dealing with people, and you're serving people, it takes more energy to do it. Like, dark energy is easier than light because it's at its purest form, and it changes a lot, So, yeah, I don't want to get into that whole thing. But that's my whole typical day as a servant. So, and that's an everyday thing. It's a lifestyle. Hopefully something I said or done will help you on your journey. Stay tuned to Journey to Jerusalem. And comment if you actually understand what I'm going through, or have any questions or anything. Don't just leave it in my email. Communication lines break by fire. Oh, in the name of Jesus. Oh, thank you. All right. So, enough of that in my ear. Yeah, comment. Let me know. You don't have to just send it into my email, because I unlocked the whole thing where you can comment. So, yeah, stay tuned. Thanks.